Welcome everyone. In this video, we'll go through our market analysis for the day for Nasdaq and US30. So, starting with Nasdaq on the daily time frame, what do we have here? Okay, I said before that we had price already at a lower time frame supply zone, and we had price to sweep liquidity, sweep this high, and then close bearish, indicating that we could be seeing, or we should be seeing, sales to the downside, which we have actually started doing. But now the problem we have is that there is a lower time frame demand zone that should also give off reactions. So what that means is that while we should be looking for sales, we should be careful and possibly wait for price to break this level first before we can start looking for where to sell from. So that's what we are doing now. This is a new current candle range, and yeah, I don't really know if it's going to break above or below, but I do expect it to come below because of these two confluences I mentioned. So that is it on the daily time frame. Let's check out the 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour time frame is currently bearish, and this is where the zone is coming from. This facing candle before the aggressive push area. So price has come back here and is reacting. Now this is also the opposing demand zone that I talked about, that we would have to see price break first before looking for where to enter the sales from. So this supply zone at 29674 is currently holding, but the demand zone at 29096 is what could oppose price. If you had to extend this to also account for the weeks, then it will be that price has actually mitigated this level a little bit, and we'll see what happens now. With the way this candle looks, it looks like nothing is really happening yet, because it came here by sellers couldn't hold price below this range, so buyers took it back up, same as this one. Buyers couldn't take price a little bit above, sellers controlled it here, and this whole range was taken. So this was what happened in the middle. Although buyers still won the battle, but I do think we are to wait for price to break this level first, or this level, then we'll look for a supply zone to sell from or a demand zone to buy from respectively. So that's what I'm checking out for on the 4-hour time frame for Nasdaq. Let's go down to the 1-hour time frame. So the 1-hour time frame, sorry, pardon me, I didn't get to change this to red. So yeah, the 1-hour time frame on Nasdaq, this is still our range, our bullish range. This is the range high, the low. This is break of structure. So that is it. Then for the zones, like I mentioned, this is still the zone on the 1-hour time frame. Although if you were to refine, you could possibly look for this here, this candle, but I do think this is a better way to represent it, just as it was on the 4-hour time frame. So that is it. This could be a place price comes to if he wants to sell, actually, to break this level. So you should just be careful watching what price does. On the 15 minutes time frame, this, let's see if you can mark this out. The price didn't do anything here. So this is still our range high. This is our most recent break. This is our high, and then this is our low for now. So don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on all my socials, and join my Telegram community. All the links will be in the description. Moving over to US30. US30 on the daily time frame. Let me get rid of this. So US30 on the daily time frame. Now it closed above this point 2 days ago, and then we had ourselves a bearish engulfing candle formation. So what we'll be expecting is further sales, but I expect it to buy a little bit into the zone before it starts selling. And like I said in previous videos, that we should always take or get out of trades just before or above, rather just before our supply or demand zones. So yeah, if I'm to take a trade, this is where I'll be getting out of the trade. Possibly entry around here, stop here, but we have to wait for a confirmation within this region. So that is it on the daily. Nothing serious is happening. I just knew that after price gave this reaction here, after reaching the all-time high, it would not just break it immediately. It would have to make a retracement back into some important levels before it goes to break that zone. So that is it. I think now it is seeking liquidity and zones for it to enter before it finally goes back to do what it's supposed to do. So on the 1 hour time, the 4 hour time frame rather, this is our range, and I think this is now valid to draw as our 4 hour range high. Yeah, so this is the 4 hour range high, and these zones are still intact. This is the range, the zone on the 4 hour time frame. This is also another zone here. So the zones at 53,359 and 52,562 are zones to watch out for. This 4 hour time frame zone now is overlapping with the overall, I think, daily or weekly demand zone. So it would be stronger or more realistically probable to take a better trade from here than here. But we still can't dispute the importance of this level. It could actually still take price up, and forget about this one. So moving down to the 1 hour time frame, can we see anything there? Okay, so the 1 hour time frame range is still here. It's still there. Can't really see anything different to talk about, although we have one zone here, and I think it's a level to watch out for. Why is it a level? Because these are basing candles before this aggressive candle away from the zone. So that is it. Possibly we could see it come into the zone to take price down here. Anyway, moving down to the 15-minute time frame, this is now where we have a change of character to the downside. And yeah, that is it. This is our 15-minute range high, our break, and we are currently at the range low. So before we can draw this out, we'll have to see it retrace into the zone. So that is it on my analysis for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again later. Goodbye.